Well, wonderfully so. We are in a greenhouse, a Solex greenhouse out here in Brooks, and I'm talking to Michelle about seed starting. So, first of all, let's jump right into what you guys have here and how you promote it, and tell us how you would go about using the products that you have for seed starting, starting with this soil that doesn't look like normal old potting soil.
Yeah, this is our coir, and it comes in a
Oh, the
block
blocks,
like this. Yeah, and so you add water to it. It's all compressed right now, but when you add water to it, you get quite a big, I mean,
The
even
expansion
a
is there, isn't
5-gallon
it?
bucket
Yeah.
won't hold all that once you expand it.
Which I like because, you know, starting seeds, you do want a moist something to put them in. You don't want the dry stuff. So this is even better because you have to pre-moist it to get it to fluff up to use.
Right, and what's wonderful about it is it really holds the water well.
Right.
And so when you're starting seedlings, the last thing you want to happen is for them to dry out.
Yeah, and this
So
helps
it's perfect
with
for
that a lot.
seedlings, yes.
So then I see a tray that I see all over the place. These are the things that you guys sell to use for seed starting. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so this is a 72 cell insert, and we would put this right into this tray here, which makes it super easy to move everything around, and it holds the water in, so you can
Right.
also do some bottom watering.
And then you also have a dome that you use as well for keeping
Right,
moisture in.
yeah, so once the seeds are planted, then you put the humidity dome over the top, and that will help keep them moist because you don't want them to dry out. But then once you do see some green coming up, you want to make sure to get that humidity dome off of
Right.
it.
And then, you know, you have to ask the question inside. Some people keep their houses warm, some people don't. If you have a greenhouse, I'm assuming the same thing might occur at night where it drops down cool. You still have these wonderful heating mats though to use, don't
Yeah,
you?
so you just would take your tray, your planted tray, and stick it on top of the seedling heat mat. And so that will help speed up germination, and also it's perfect for inside of a greenhouse to
Right.
just get your soil a little more warm.
And outside of the seeds themselves being warm, you just have a regular tiny electric heater to keep it warm in the evenings when it gets really cold.
Right, yeah. So this has a thermostat control. So you just set it to, you know, if you just want it just above freezing, it'll just come on,
Nice.
you know, anytime it gets below freezing or whatever temperature you set it to.
And then once they start growing, you still have a grow light even out here in a greenhouse to use, don't you?
We do, yeah, just to add some extra light to it. And also, you know, we still have short days here
Right,
this time
right,
of year.
yep.
And so we can help extend the daylight period because you want maybe 12 to 15 hours of light on your seedlings.
And this is a perfect example of that. So the wonderful thing too about these kind of lights is they're also, as the plants grow, you just can adjust. That's clever, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because you always want your light to just be a couple inches above the
Right.
plant height.
And then I noticed you have a fan, which is smart, isn't it, to have some air circulation?
We keep it on 24 hours a day.
Wow,
Just to
wow.
keep some air movement because you don't want your plants to get any diseases, and if the air movement helps with that.
And then you also suggest, especially if you use this kind of stuff for the seeding mix, you fertilize them once they get their second set of leaves or third set under. You think about that.
Right. Yeah, any type of seedling mix that you buy or the coir doesn't have any nutrients in
Right.
it. But that does help for starting the seeds, but you need to make sure you add fertilizer to your water.
And Michelle, I have to tell you that I love greenhouses. I always have, even when I was very young, but I always thought of them as tropical things. I forget you can do seed starting now year-round if you need to keep things like lettuce going constantly in your
Right,
gardens.
yeah, you can just do succession plantings where you're constantly starting a new batch of seedlings so you can keep harvesting and growing things all year round.
So of course at this time of year we are thinking about seed starting, but the wonderful thing about a Solex greenhouse is you can do that year-round. You can protect plants, and so if you're thinking about a Solex, you would love to know this. All of this is available at Greenhouse Catalog. For more information on that, go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website. Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks.